During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Yeah, what up? Sup, niggas? Yeah.
Welcome aboard, guys. Revenge of the Cis, Monday edition. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, coming in with a nice week of cloudy, shitty weather, and I've been really high all weekend.
Yeah.
That's been kind of my thing. I don't know if that's been really, really high, and that's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
You ever just do that? You ever just take a whole weekend and just go be high?
Yeah, it's
kind
nice.
of fun.
But, you know, I've been sick now for a week and a half now. I still have a head cold. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I got a little sick from you, but I think it's already passed.
Yeah.
But
I got really fucking sick. Jesus Christ.
I got really stoned. I played a lot of Dead by Daylight this weekend. Double blood points.
I want to play that.
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's
I've been watching a lot of videos.
I didn't dig it at first. It was a little slow paced for me, and it was a little like, you know, obviously it's like you're surviving this dude trying to kill you like a psycho killer,
Right?
And you're not armed with any. You can't fight back, so that kind of gets annoying. But once you get the hang of it, it's really a lot of fun. Like, then you realize it's just a series where you're trying to do these tasks so you can get the fuck away from this guy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually
feels like a horror movie.
Luna gifted it to me. I have it. I just haven't played it.
Yeah, it's fun.
But so I guess
What happened?
Let's start with this.
What happened? Nice peaceful weekend. What happened?
Yeah, nice peaceful weekend. I got not one but two emails this afternoon right before the show from YouTube. And, you know, whenever you receive an email from YouTube, you know it's always going to be good stuff.
Never, ever good news, right?
Always good stuff.
You know what? I used to look forward to YouTube emails once a month.
Yeah.
When they'd say, please check your AdSense.
Yeah, here's your
account.
money.
That's it.
Don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And the first email said, "Hi, Revenge of the Sis. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video..."
By the way, this is the YouTube equivalent of excuse me, sir, could you come here and talk to me for a second? With a badge. That's literally the YouTube equivalent of, as soon as you hear, as you may know, our community guidelines strike, that is a cop coming up to you while you're fucked up, and they're like, excuse me, hey, yeah, there was a little situation. Can you come here for a second? And you're like, oh, fuck, here we go. Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Your video, Korean neo-Confederate fascist Hank Yu, disastrous full interview, was flagged to us for review. Upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines, and we removed it from YouTube.
Now, because Royce and I both agreed that this one, granted, we probably would say, okay, fine. I can see why you would take it down.
Yeah.
This was a spicy interview. Hank Yu, who is now serving 8.5 years in federal prison for gun charges.
Now, don't let it fool you guys, because a lot of people are saying flag. Nobody flagged it. Nobody flagged these videos because this also happened today on the same day. It happened to Hotep Jesus got hit.
Hotep. David Crocco, you said?
David Crocco got hit with 2 videos taken down. This wasn't a manual flagging situation. This was a...
No, they're hitting videos.
We're going to say they're hitting videos.
And by the way, when you get a video taken down, this email here, this is a form letter that you get.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It just says, manual review, and then we blah, 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 blah. So it's not like the thing in the email is necessarily always going to be accurate to each unique situation. Like, we got a manual thing and we flagged it. No, that's not... It's just... We took that video down, and that taking a video down generates a form email that just gets sent to the account. Hey, you fucked up. We took your thing down.
And also, the Hank Yu video was already behind an age guideline. Look, again, I don't agree with it. Obviously, every video should fucking be allowed up, especially that one. We weren't spewing hate. We were making fun of a spurg.
And I worked very hard back then. Remember, this was like 1.5 years, 2 years ago. This was an early, good segment for our show.
This was 20 listener fucking ROTC.
I worked my ass off to bleep out every K word, because remember, he was dropping K-bombs. And it was, to be honest with you, Hank Yu screaming the K word was hilarious. You got this fucking ching-chong Korean guy dressed like George Washington. He's got Nazi flags behind him, and he's screaming about Jews. That's funny. Right? Remember a couple of years ago, we would have came in our pants to find a Hank Yu type character.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this guy's for real too? The context is gone. No longer is there context.
No.
Dead now in the days of remember Howard Stern would have like Daniel Carver on, and the thing is they would make a mockery of Daniel Carver's beliefs. But Daniel Carver was a soldier, and he would go on Stern, and it was like a very symbiotic relationship, and it made good, it was good radio, but you can't even provide that kind of element anymore. You couldn't have like a 1488 guy on and have fun making fun of him. Even that's not
Ron and Fez used to have Shirley Phelps on a lot.
And it was
a lot.
Holy shit. Some of the best Ron and Fez stuff is just Ron deadpanning an entire interview with Shirley Phelps and going, hey, look, I get it. These people, man, they stop messing with, your kids, and, they're messing with your marriage. And look, I get it. And it was funny because nowadays YouTube would say this Ron Bennington fellow is clearly anti-gay. He's homophobic.
Even though he did a show with a well-known homosexual for fucking 12 years.
But context is dead, dude.
I know.
They just hear Shirley Phelps, and they hear her going, and we need to burn all these fags and make them go to hell. And Ron Bennington just going, hey, lady, I hear you. You're preaching to the choir. And they would go like, that man's... that was the bit back then.
Oh, gay. That's the worst thing you could call a man.
But it was so... And having Fez right there.
Made it better.
Right there talking to them. And it's just... Can't do it now.
Well, to be fair, Fez had a girlfriend in Niagara Falls, Canada.
That's true. That's true.
So don't forget that.
But what has it come to where some of the greatest things that brought me joy over the years could theoretically no longer be allowed to be done today? Like,
it is bad. No, absolutely. I guess it's kind of like, when people used to like slavery, and then slavery was gone. Slavery brought people joy, right, Mike? This is the same thing.
How cool is slavery? It's like you didn't have to do any work.
None.
You just drank mint juleps all day.
All day.
and talked like Lindsey Graham.
Sounds good to me.
I do say these Negroes are getting quite uppity.
We're joking, by the way, because now we have to preface when we're joking.
I do declare I do need some more. I need some more work.
I believe I caught the vapors.
They were all, remember, before, by the way, Southern people in the Confederacy, like, they were all, like, closet homosexual dandies before they had to start doing their own welding and work after slavery. But, like, early on, it was just, I just have a bunch of Negroes, and they just pick all my things for me. I don't have to do anything.
Well, he does have to. And how many?
They were all fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. It's just Django Leonardo.
And they just had a bunch of big black men that would do anything for them.
That's it. That's
boy.
I need you to do me a favor and pick up my entire house and move it over the left. Just 3 or 4 meters.
Cal Cuggy really likes that you use the word dandies. That's a good one.
That's
I like that
what they
one.
are.
Yeah.
Like, they were like dressed like, they looked like fucking the way Glenn Beck does now, right? They had that fucking Colonel Sanders look, and then they just had people like sipping mint juleps and not doing any work.
But it's something like that, but you're right. But because I was watching an episode of The Office, and think about this: The Office didn't come out that long ago, and I think season 3, Michael got in trouble because he called Oscar faggy. Like, it was on NBC, faggy, and he actually tried to kiss him on the mouth, and everybody was laughing that he was gay. There's one line in that show. This is on NBC that goes, "I just don't know how a man could do that to another man." You couldn't do that on YouTube.
No.
So I was watching that, and you know the other one that I've been watching clips ever since we were talking about it. I've been on YouTube a lot of clips of old Reno 911 stuff.
Oh, Reno 911 would be
Dangle.
You can't do any of it.
Well, the entire joke of Dangle is how gay he was.
Yeah, but honestly, I do think that the Dangle, the way they handled it even back then, was so well done and
Terry.
tasteful. They could have gotten away with it. Terry, they might not get away with nowadays. And I've been watching Reno 911. I wonder if we just keep getting the same algorithm.
Yeah.
But I've been watching a lot. Dude, the racism on that show
Was amazing.
And it was hilarious. Like, everybody talks about Junior. They always talk about Dangle. They always talk about Weigel. Nobody ever talks about Deputy Garcia, which...
Oh, he's amazing.
One of the greatest characters. He's one of the most accurate portrayals of a Southwestern Hispanic, like, sheriff's deputy guy, super racist asshole with a black partner. That shit, dude, there's none of that Garcia stuff you could do anymore. Like, that show was really good. And it was like, I remember watching Reno 911 back in the day and going, somewhere between, like, Law and Order and Cops and Reno 911 is the truth.
Yeah, I think
you know
you're right.
what I mean? Like, there are little, like, areas in the southwestern United States where I don't think it's very far off from Reno 911.
So basically,
So we're all in trouble.
What
Nobody can have fun anymore. But don't worry, because Tim Pool is going to make sure that he and Ford Fisher don't lose their monetization.
that's what matters, really.
Yeah, as long as Tim Pool and Ford Fisher make their money, everything's going to be okay.
I guess what we're saying is new boot goofing isn't allowed anymore. You
I'm
can't
just new boot goof.
You can't new boot goof. But so we even get to this part. So that was the Hank Q video.
Which, again, okay, look, we would fight it on a First Amendment thing and on a context issue.
Of course.
But we would also eat the loss on that video because it was already age restricted. It was doing us no good because they age restricted that 2 years ago. It doesn't generate views. You have to go. You have to know that video exists and go look for it. So it wasn't doing us any good anyway. But this next one,
Hi, Revenge of the Sis. Oh, Mike, this isn't a form letter. They just wrote the same exact thing. Hi, Revenge of the Sis. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, Joe Rogan limits Alex Jones' speech, was flagged to us to review. Upon review, we determined that video violates our guidelines and we removed it off of YouTube. Now, this one I'm going to fight. Let me tell you why. This is not that long ago. There is absolutely nothing in that video that should be considered any terms of service violation. We didn't threaten anybody. There was no hate. How would there have been fucking hate speech? We were talking about Joe Rogan and Alex Jones. So we were talking about them. We were talking about what a hypocrite Joe Rogan was. For this one, Joe Rogan says, I can't have Alex back on. What a hypocrite he was for doing that. That's that entire segment. And it's gone. My theory is it's because it says Alex Jones in it. That's my working theory.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. I mean, we defended Alex Jones, but we didn't do anything over the top. And I can already tell you, like, I barely remember that segment, but if we were talking about Alex Jones and we were talking about Joe Rogan, there's absolutely nothing in that segment that would have made me or Royce get fired up enough to say anything crazy.
No. The only thing we were, I do remember this one. We were calling Joe Rogan a fucking hypocrite. Saying that, how dare you, calling out how he was a hypocrite for saying Alex Sandy Hook stuff when he believed in the 9/11 stuff. That's what we were talking about. Typical stuff. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything even close to like the Hank Q video. So we got hit there. Now, the funny thing about this is they're saying you're violating guidelines, but they're not issuing strikes. So we didn't get a strike for either one of those videos.
Which to me tells me that's like the equivalent of a district attorney wanting to give you a really, really, really low plea. And you're like, you probably don't have much of a case then, right?
Right.
You're offering me probation for punching a guy and killing him. Like, you know what I mean? Something's off here. I think I'm going to go to trial.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of those where you're like, I'm going to go to trial on this because you guys are dumb. Go back and watch that Hank Q shit. We literally were goofing on him.
Oh, yeah, it was hilarious.
I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
I remember I was really mad at him. I called him a LARPer.
It was at no point were we like, yo, let's fucking round up the Jews. Like, he was just a crazy person, and we were laughing at this, again, this Asian man dressed in, you know what I mean? Like his regalia and doing fucking Nazi salutes in a fucking George Washington outfit. That's funny to me.
So... if you want, again, like you see super chats are gone, but if you want to send a Streamlabs donation, it's streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis. I'll be reading those. Also, believe it or not, we actually make a little bit of money when we go live on D-Live versus fucking YouTube, obviously. So if you want to watch live or even open it up another window and have D-Live popping in the back, it's dlive.tv/Revenge of the Sis. I really recommend, I know everything sucks and you guys don't like to chat, whatever. I really recommend, though, if you are a fan of this show, because the next thing that's going to go is our channel's going to be taken away.
Well,
I'm not delusional.
Z already just said that. He goes, I hate to say it, but you guys are going to lose the channel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know. That's Look, I say it all the time. Build the community, build the brand. Don't worry about the channel. I have been saying for 2 years, and Royce will back me up here, that this real estate is worthless. I've always seen this real estate, sub counts, channel growth. This shit is worthless. The only thing that matters is the fact that these people know who we are, want to watch this show, and they will seek the show out if it gets taken off this platform. So that's all I care about.
We're a residential zone across from a prison. Like, nobody wants to live here.
I mean, the only thing we're going to lose when we leave this platform is a handful of LARPy people that are like, remember when you caught Dick Zappetto? And you're like, oh, this guy again?
Yeah.
Like, retards like that, casual, like people that are like IBS, YouTube kind of weirdo people. And we don't, bye.
And
you know, if you're that casual, we don't need you.
And the thing that I will promote, and I've been promoting it since we really don't make any money on YouTube anymore, is become a patron. I'd recommend at least the $5. If you give the $5 for the Patreon, you get the first 250 episodes, which are archived. And almost all of them are sitting on a hard drive that I've been also backing up manually. I'm really preparing for this every way possible to figure something out. So I got them. So if Patreon, for whatever reason the YouTube thing goes down, don't worry. You're going to get your episodes because we have them. So the first 250 episodes, if you become a patron, patreon.com/we're-not-sorry, and you get that. But what you also get is our fucking show to keep going on because this is how we make our money. So if you want to sign up that way, that would be great. Yeah, man, it's like you said, it's one of those things where we know what's coming, so we're not panicking about it because at this point you realize that if it was just us, we'd be a lot more. But it's not just us. This is happening to a lot of people right now. It's not us. So we're not going to just sit here and pretend like we're like, oh, the victims and YouTube's fucking us. YouTube's fucking a lot of content creators, a lot of people.
Yeah, it isn't just us.
Yeah,
it isn't just us. This is a massive. This goes well beyond us. And if anything, it really doesn't even what they're going for. maybe it loosely applies to us, but not really. I mean, again, we've never really put any emphasis on this show being a news show.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're a little informative and we'll tell you shit that's going on, but we're pretty much just two fucking idiots just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
I think we just missed the golden age, and now it's just going to be like the dark ages.
Yep, great time. Nice. We basically invested in real estate in the end of 2005.
Basically.
That's just what we did.
We just closed on that fucking house in 2006. We were like, dude, this is great, man. I just got this beautiful house, me and the missus, right? $580,000. It's a steal. It's going to be fucking, trust me, when this thing doubles. And then 2008 happens, and you're like,
You're trying to sell it for $190.
you have a $190,000 house and a $700,000 balloon mortgage.
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
what
exactly.
happened? What happened here? Oh, also, we're laying you off.
So, yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And
Bush was wilding. He was wilding out for a little while.
he was. Also, we got to find some fucking sponsors. I'm sure there's people that want to fucking be sponsored on here.
Yeah, you know, we could really use some sponsors. You know what I'd like to get a sponsor is maybe some sort of, I don't know, delicious, useful product, something that I utilize daily.
Yeah, Mike, but you can't advertise Oxy on the show.
I meant OxyClean.
Oh, OxyClean. Yeah, that's what I meant.
OxyClean.
That's what I meant.
Oh, don't even joke. 'Cause
No,
now
we're
half
kidding,
the-
obviously.
Now half the internet's going to be like, is he really?
No, it's Adderall.
Yeah, it's always that.
Well, when he could get it.
But yeah, if you can get some sort of like a sponsorship situation, if we could maybe.
You know what the problem is that you and I are fucking spread so thin already with doing our shows, and on top of that, trying to keep this one afloat and being involved and doing prep and everything. It's like finding the time to actually sit there and write a long email to a company. It's like it's just me and Mike. We don't have 12 twinks. I mean, employees like Crowder does. You know. We got to do our shit on our fucking own, and this hurts even more. It's not like now that we're not making YouTube money, we can't just go paying people to help us out. You know.
Well, here I got an idea. We hire a staff. We get them to do a bunch of stuff to help our show grow. Then we fire them and we don't pay them, and we make them sign NDAs.
Oh, so like what Crowder did?
Allegedly, sure.
Allegedly, you know.
Something like that.
Sounds great.
I wrote an email to these guys though this weekend.
To Bang Bang?
I did get a Bang email out.
You banged the Bang
yeah,
email out?
I've been trying to make some moves. I'm not super lazy all the time.
So
Most of the time.
most of the time.
Well, I get shit for being lazy, but like, and
Who gives you shit for being
Royce
lazy?
does too. Well, we both get shit for being lazy and fat fucks. And
Oh, the fat fuck I'll take, but I wouldn't say I'm
sit around
lazy.
playing video games, and I'm like, I know, I understand, but Royce and I do a lot of work and things that people don't see,
Of course.
so that we can be lazy, right?
Exactly.
Like what you want, you set things up in a way where you can go, all right, now, fuck. But we've never gotten to really be lazy. Everything keeps getting ruined. I still haven't had an actual vacation. I kill somebody
Don't kill any. Don't say that. You can't say that either. Not even joking.
on Minecraft.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Bang energy drink. The only thing that keeps me moving in this world. The only thing that gives me any hope.
Bang energy drink. Drink it or kill yourself. Is that a good live read?
Bang energy drink. I'm on my second one today. That's how much existential dread and fucking hangover I'm battling. Mm-hmm. What is 600 milligrams of caffeine and a quarter of Ritalin? We'll find out.
Bang energy drink. It gives you the bad shakes. So I think we're off to a good start.
I think when it Bang energy drinks, it gives you the good bad shakes.
The good bad shakes. That's very funny. Yeah.
That's a good. Mm-hmm. No, I like it though. You have 300 milligrams of caffeine, and this is my second one. So these things will.
Bang energy drink. Have you tried it with cough syrup? Is that good?
Bang energy drink. No. You're pregnant. Not you. I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't want to pound bangs if you were pregnant.
Bang energy drink no longer has ephedra.
It's got that would be, dude.
Remember that?
Man.
Remember the ephedra days?
Ephedra is so awesome.
Ephedra was the best.
Oh my god, super creatine, which is not a real product.
It's not a real product.
It's regular creatine. It's regular creatine with a cape. Ultra CoQ10. Yeah,
Oh, what's that?
It's
I only use Ultra CoQ9. Is 10 better?
It's
Is
some
one
kind
better?
of mind control.
All right, all right.
And then branch chain amino acids. I don't know why it says BCAA aminos because the amino is in the A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're getting there. Bang energy drink, folks. Give us money. Is that a good catchphrase?
Somebody said, Eddie K goes, remember coffee? Remember that thing people used to drink?
I don't mind coffee. By the way, these are tasty. But I like coffee once in a while. But it's Royce sees. I put a lot of sugar, put a lot of cream in my coffee. It ends up being a very high calorie affair for me. And then I end up drinking a whole pot of it with sugar and creams. And then you end up doing it. This is honestly better, for me anyway, than it would be to just pound pots of coffee every week with cream and sugar. I'm trying to not be totally fat and disgusting. Remember Ripped Fuel?
Yeah. Well, fucking everybody in the military knows Rip Fuel. That was their energy drink of choice.
And
everybody every friend I have that's in the military always gets, we were just loading up on those. Just loading up on those.
Those got illegal too, right?
It's not illegal. Well, they're still making them, but it's not the same stuff in them anymore.
It's like the same thing with like Four Loko.
Four Loko used to be fucking lit. Four Loko, they nerfed it. Exactly, they nerfed it. They did a patch update and they nerfed it.
They did, they were right. The military through the second Gulf War,
they
were just, it was all Rip Fuel. and the thing, it was one of those approved things early on that you probably couldn't get now.
No.
But back then they were like, it's not alcohol and it's not drugs. Okay, take it. And they would just get cases of it.
Now, I've already tried this. Someone goes, just have full coffee with stevia. I've tried him to do stevia and Splenda. He won't drink any. Mike will not drink any artificial sugar. He hates it.
No, I mean, this is artificial, obviously.
No, but okay, you don't put Splenda in your coffee. You won't do it. So
no, because then you've just ruined a perfectly good coffee.
Then you haven't. Splenda's not that bad.
It's
not that. Stevia I don't like, but Splenda's fine.
It's especially if it's a good coffee. It's hilarious. You get like a good fucking coffee.
Let's drink it black. That's how men drink it.
No normal people drink it. Even when I had the fucking espresso the other night at the restaurant, I put a little sugar in it. You can't just have.
That place is so good.
Oh, it was very good.
This place I don't want to give it away. I don't want all the fucking weirdos showing up. The other thing that happened this weekend that for me was really weird. I was driving in Clermont. And I drove by this church that was called Revival. This was called Revival Church, and I was just driving by, going to the Walmart, and there was like, I would say 100 gay people.
How did you know they were gay?
What? There was 100 gay people, and they were holding rainbow flags.
Oh well, that might be.
They were wearing rainbow shirts. They had signs that says "Honk if you hate bigots."
How do you know these people weren't perhaps leprechaun enthusiasts?
Well, because leprechaun enthusiasts don't have such a high suicide rate. So look, the people that we drove by, there was one holding a sign that says, "If God hates us, if God hates gays, why are we so cute?" And stuff like that. So I actually made a loop 3 times because I was trying to figure it out. So I go and I look online, and that Revival Church, apparently, the guy was doing a Make America Straight Again sermon or something. And apparently the big deal was it was 3 days after the Pulse shooting, which everybody's pointing out. People see they hate gay people. It was a Muslim terrorist, by the way, which people seem to forget. People seem to forget that he literally yelled Allah Akbar. They're still trying to pin that on everybody else. Like, they do hate gay people. Muslims hate gay people, for sure. A lot of them, anyway, hate gay people, for sure, especially in the Middle East. So to sit here and pretend that wasn't a fucking Muslim guy that did it, and they're trying to pin it on everybody else. So anyway, because it was 3 days after that event, they were saying they were just trying to show that gay people deserved it. I think one of the preachers said, I think I read a Newsweek article, one of the preachers from the Revival Church did say that I didn't cry after the Pulse thing because most of them grew up to be pedophiles anyway. Oof. He did say that. I got to say, that's probably not the smartest thing to say. So anyway, they were protesting outside, and there was like one dude that was a counter-protester holding an American flag, which pretty much already looked bad to begin with because it was just a hillbilly guy. And I'm like, this is not. What are you gonna yell at them?
God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I believe I just made that up.
Yeah. So that's what I was dealing with. I was gonna get off and do something, but I was like, I don't feel like it. I'm like, I'm not gonna Why would I get involved in this? I don't want to have to fucking. Oh, you fucking be a big. I don't need any of that shit. So let them whatever. Let them do whatever they want. So you want to get into the compound stuff first?
Oh, spicy compound news, guys. Anthony Cumia, his empire is holding up strong. Now, can I provide some updates first?
Please, of course, do.
We remember the amazing show Nails Off the Rails.
Oh, do you mean the Lenny Dykstra vehicle?
Yes, the Compound Media produced Lenny Dykstra vehicle talk show was not picked up.
Yeah, well, yeah, they actually reworked it, and it's called Lenny Does Rails.
Okay, well that's
at least accurate. Truth in advertising.
We need some more fucking Xanax out here. Would just get me fucking. Oh, man, I used to throw the ball like a fucking piece of
art.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I want to talk about chicks and tits.
So that didn't work. That big Keith acquisition didn't work out. Well, this weekend, and actually it's been going on for a couple days now. Kevin Brennan, the great Kevin Brennan. I love Kevin Brennan.
Burning Bridges, Kevin Brennan?
Yes. Would I hire Kevin Brennan? Probably not.
No.
Kevin Brennan's I don't know if you know this. He's been known to burn a bridge or two.
Oh, God, good name show then.
So Kevin Brennan, who's had for probably about a year or two now, has had tension over at Compound. He's been pissed off ever since Dave Landau landed the gig as co-host. He's been annoyed because unpaid Bill Schultz, unpaid Bill, gets the Monday to Friday morning show called Morning.
It's a good name. You know what time it is.
With the really hot chick that you can tell is got to be broken if she's hanging around that fucking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She is hot though.
She's very hot.
Yeah.
And she's not photoshopped hot. Like there's people that know Joanne Nessington, and she's fucking hot. But you know a girl that's that hot and young and hangs out with a bunch of old fucking degenerates. Something's wrong with her. But anyway, he's been mad because Bill gets the Monday to Friday. Kevin wanted to do 5 shows a week.
Which, by the way, he should have gotten.
Well, he's only one there that's really
right.
Like, there's this whole squad of people that hang out, like Bill Schultz and like Gino Bisconti and like all these, like all the little Compound lackeys. And well, Kevin's been really pissed off lately, and he quit basically. He already quit, as you can see here on this tweet. But we'll get into it too. There's tweets leading up to this all week.
Oh,
just golden.
So this is he says, I'm out at Compound America. Thanks to AC, Keith, Garrett, and everyone else. Had a good run. Enjoy the shows. Bill Schultz every Monday through Thursday at 10:30 a.m.
Which is a parting shot because he's been fighting with Bill Schultz.
Now, am I doing this in the right order? Should it start here or should I start at the other end?
Probably on the other end.
All right.
Because that would, Well, that's recent. That's from today.
Okay.
So I guess he quit, and now they're playing just an old episode of his show on Compound today. So even his art, that Steve Torelli guy that does those awful fucking promo images and photoshops where the heads are always too big for the people, even he's mad. But yeah, so they've been fighting leading up to this. Mm-hmm. And the big juicy scoop is that the bar, Sullivan's, the one that me and Jesse from Pod Awful and Carl and Hammy, the bar that we were all at that day, Cousin Joe, that bar, according to Kevin Brennan, is the bar where all these Compound Media people just hang out and do coke all night, every day. It's right across the street from Compound. It's where we hung out after we got thrown out by Pat Dixon.
So Kevin Brennan wrote, Bill Schultz wrote, Bill Schultz initially wrote, honey, I'm sadly straight, but you're going to find someone just like me, I promise. Kevin Brennan wrote, retweeted, and he wrote, there are no eyewitnesses to Bill having sex with female, but there are many who have seen Bill do cocaine at Sullivan's across the street from Compound Media, and that's why he's 4 days a week.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with unpaid Bill, but Kevin Kevin was doing this on his show leading up to this for like a week. He's been talking on his show about Yeah, I don't know. I don't go hang out after the show with everybody else, the crew that goes and does cocaine at Sullivan's across the street. Like, he has been straight snitching on everybody for a week now, and it's been hilarious.
Apparently, Bill Schultz also wrote, still liking bad tweets about me, aren't you, Kevin? Jesus fucking Christ. Well, I'm sure your wife and kids are very proud, champ. I wish you all the best. Apparently, Kevin Brennan also wrote 53,000 views. I don't know. What was
that? Was a video he posted
of
him, like of his show. Because he kept posting like all week. Brennan was just posting these pictures of screenshots of his numbers on YouTube versus clips of morning.
Right.
And, like, it's been pretty brutal.
So Bill Schultz wrote, holy shit, are you a 12-year-old girl? Did you just tweet me your fucking views? Wow, The Big Bang Theory gets ratings as well, sweetie. Why is he Norton posting?
Oh, baby boy, sweetie boy.
Always assumed that the actors on it hated themselves, but I guess you're proud of yelling the N-bomb and talking about eating your wife's ass. Kiss.
And these two have been going at it
This
all week.
makes the network look really good and united, in my opinion.
It really does look good.
I will give Kevin Brennan this. He is probably going to get me fired, which is fucking brutal. But be careful what you wish for, sweetheart.
Why did God? I hate that. I hate baby boy. I hate little boy. Sweetheart. I hate like when people try to be condescending and they come off like faggots.
Your show is hack and 2 days a week. Let's see how you manage with 4. So he's saying now Bill Schultz is worried he's going to get fired.
He was because he was. Yeah, Kevin Brennan has been leading a fucking mutiny on Twitter, trying to gun for his job. He's just wanted full time at Compound forever, and he's had his fans like really pushing hard for this. So I think Bill at one point this week was like, "I'm probably gonna lose my gig," because Bill kind of knows he's worthless. Like he knows he brings nothing to the table.
Someone wrote, if Compound fires Kevin, I pledge that I will cancel my sub and use the money to up my MLC podcast Patreon amount. Brennan pledge. Bill Schultz, relax. They're going to end up firing me. Oh, now he's being a victim. These are supposed to be comics?
Bill Schultz wasn't ever a comic.
Well, what is he? He's a radio guy?
He was like a funny journalist.
Oh, okay.
From Red Eye.
Is that what it is?
I guess. But this is, dude, the only reason I'm bringing this shit up is because we've, for some time now, been tracking, like the scientists that we are. We're historians. We're documenting the wonderful crash and burn of the compound media experiment, which has been going on 5 years strong now. It's pretty impressive. But we're circling the drain here, and I think it's almost over. These guys are fighting over $100 a show. You know what I mean? Like that's unbelievable. You live in New York, 150 maybe for some of them, but like $150 to come in and do what you're trying to go. We're a multi-million-dollar company. Could you imagine? Right. And not even Tucker Carlson, but whoever does who's Steve Ducey's kid? You think Steve Ducey's kid is going to come in for $150 a show? You think the intern, you think like the low-end Sunday afternoon guy that has to come in and do a show on Fox News on the weekend, you think they're coming in for $150? Even for Fox, and they'd go, no, fuck this, I'm not coming in for that. So yeah, they're crashing and burning. And I think I'm looking forward to it because now Kevin Brennan's just strictly on his Patreon, and I'm hoping I want to see him drop some more bombs. I want to get all the juicy secrets and hear all the stories about how Anthony Cumia can't even afford bottled water for his guests.
All right, let me read some of these Streamlabs here.
Fuck them Streamlabs, dog.
$3, Eddie Cade. My girlfriend enjoys the show. Oh, yeah, I got a girlfriend. She's cool, not ugly, but not like super hot. A solid 7 to produce average IQ offspring with. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, Eddie. $3.
She sounds pretty made up, but okay.
Yeah. Sandwich artist, $3. You need to prepare prospects to detailing audience reach and demographic, and your plan should YouTube ban the channel. Then sponsors can credibly consider sponsorship. Cool, yeah, you want to do that for us? I hear what you're saying, but I mean, dude, I don't have just time on my hands, you know. But thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. Let's see how we doing on D-Lab. Check the back of the bus. We're at 342, so We're getting there. We're checking the back of the bus, and I'm liking D-Live, actually.
The back of the bus.
Yeah, that's what I call D-Live. D-Live's the back of the bus.
Well,
it is. The back of the small bus.
That's where the whites sit now.
Yeah, the back of the bus.
The white part of the bus.
Somebody sent me this from Free Speech TV.
Why
do you like Gavin?
Yeah, this is new. This is the new
Yes.
competitor
Yes.
to Teddy Spaghetti's Spaghetti Televote TV.
Spaghetti TV. That's what it's called.
TV,
Spaghetti TV.
Whatever it is.
By the way, apparently Vox was on InfoWars, which would be good for him. Way to stand up for your friend Owen, who's not. What did you guys like? Shut up. If one more person says to me, "What did you guys?" I don't need to explain myself to you. So this is a clip, and I think you should hear. He had Milo on.
I wanted to know what you guys thought about Owen Benjamin. I've been watching him lately. He's been going off big time.
Look at them both. Look at them both. Look at them both. That is, by the way, these two right now, radioactive, right? As far as their presence. Like, they're toxic. These two are also, like, irreparably damaged, right?
Oh, yeah.
But just to show you how fucked Owen Benjamin is, Owen Benjamin, fucking his name comes up, and these two completely worthless, untouchable, burned idiots are like, oh, Jesus, yeah, well, at least we're not that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Watch. Come on. Oh, come on, play. Oh, it's fucking loading for whatever reason.
Because it's unstreamable.
Yeah, let me just...
You guys, check us out
I
on
wanted to know what
Streamable.
you guys thought about going off big time on everybody he thinks is gay and Jewish, and
So Milo's saying JQ.
I like all you guys, and I just wondered what your thoughts were on that.
Actually, Milo and I split on this, and it's not an Owen Benjamin thing, but I have this thing. If you want less government, you're on my team. I need all the soldiers I can get. If blacks are going to fight for the Confederacy, then let's get them on board. So I never shat on Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder or anyone on the right. But Owen Benjamin and you have a different mentality. You guys are
no. He seemed to be asking about Owen Benjamin.
I know. I took a little tangent answer.
Because you don't want to fucking actually talk about it. That's why I
These two act like two guys that have fucked before.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? What you're talking about is more interesting, so we'll do that. There is now no way to turn back the tide of this censorship without the kind of legislation that will never happen because of the First Amendment. There is only one possible way through all of this, and it is Götterdämmerung. We need to push aggressively as hard as possible. We as conservative viewers need to be the ones reporting Crowder, Rubin, Shapiro, all the rest of it. We're not ready for you. We don't know who you are. Just wait, please.
Oh, my God. This amateur operation they're running, it is hilarious.
On top of that, the front of their thing is just flags. This is really weird.
What I'm saying is that there's a new culture war, and the front is, hello?
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 Hello, I'm trying to get through to my grandson. Excuse me. Who's running the phones here?
This is the new thing that Milo's been doing. We need to report Rubin. We need to report all these. So his thing is burn it to the ground, which is stupid, by the way.
Yeah, I lost my stuff, so let's take everyone else's stuff away. Is not the best approach. It's very childish.
It's what I say. I've always said is like you don't fucking own the libtards by doing exactly what they do. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get the ban? You think that's gonna make a difference? You think when Crowder gets banned that Trump is all of a sudden gonna do something? Nothing's gonna happen. This acceleration thing is bullshit. This acceleration thing doesn't work. Once everybody's off of those platforms, you know what's going to happen? Absolutely nothing. Nothing's going to happen. People are going to stay off that platform, and that's what's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. No laws are going to change. Stop being delusional. Please stop. It's not going to work.
Hang up on Tim, too. He got his question in. When you keep the caller on, we get to hear them go, yeah.
And that's not as...
Wow, maybe that's stuff you should have set up talked about before the show, don't you think? Maybe that's stuff that you go, hey, so this is how you're going to do your job.
As interesting as whatever we're
You
saying.
can still hear the response.
Because he's listening to... Anyway.
Oh, he's not listening?
What happened to you and me and Laura and Alex and various other people was met with, as we say, deafening silence from people who thought they'd always be safe. Now they're beginning to realize they're not going. Stop whispering and shut the fuck up, okay? Because this is really important.
I loathe him.
What is this? This is, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick, but this is amateur hour. Obviously, you shouldn't be whispering when there's someone live on air.
I didn't hear them.
Exactly. What I heard was his reaction.
That's what I mean. That's amateurish.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is amateur hour. This is what are we watching here? This is the big competition?
And Gavin has that same quality that Cumia has, where he has no, I'm going to control the situation. I'm an alpha male. He's very much a like, okay, I'll let Milo yell at my staff. Like, I'm sorry, but out of principle, right? Like, let's say Royce is Milo, and you know, I don't really know. He's just on my show, and I'm doing my solo show, and Milo yells at my staff. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, don't yell at my staff.
Fucking talk to my people like that.
Exactly.
Fucking Steven Crowder ass nigga. Fucking start yelling at my people. What's wrong with you? Like, I wouldn't. And even if he was right, it's one of those things. It's like if you had a kid and I fucking hit your kid for doing something, you go, what the fuck is wrong with you? You tell me what my kid did, and I'll hit my kid.
Exactly.
Deal with it. You know, like there's certain times where you just it's dealing with, or for instance, a drunk girlfriend, right? Like, you know, Royce can't deal with my drunk girlfriend. You know what I mean? Royce has to. You know what I mean? He would come to me and go, hey, could you get this shit show in order, please? You know what I mean? That's unacceptable. And Gavin's just gonna go, fuck that.
And I want you to listen to it.
Owen's a bear.
Oh, we have Owen Benjamin on the show.
Dude, I don't have a problem with Jews. Just the earth's flat, dude. If you don't think that, you're an actual retard.
Who's doing the Owen Benjamin impression?
Terrible.
Who's doing this 2003 Conan bit?
That's a really bad Owen.
It's
Guys, you have to talk like this.
That's a good.
You get it. You got it.
You got it.
Legends.
And a sodomite and a soy boy. Be a bear.
Why is your head so still?
Dude, I'm so stable. Like, you can say whatever you want. Like, Big Bear stable.
Owen, you need to get...
These motherfuckers. Hold on. I'm upset now. Want to know why I'm upset? These motherfuckers, and I mean this. I'm not this guy, but I mean this. They're listening to our clips. They're doing the exact things that we point out on our.
We're gonna hop on this Owen train. It's
no,
hot.
but this. I'm so stale. These are. He's even doing his version of your impression of Owen.
I just love it because
that's what's happening.
I just like it though because it's so poor.
Yeah,
that it's clearly.
No, this is bullshit. I'm sorry. But whoever this fucking legend, we're one of the only people, what is shows that we're actually doing content on fucking Lunatic.
That's all good. We're like executives at Coca-Cola, and we both just tried RC Cola, and Royce is furious, like these sons of bitches, and I'm like, we're not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not worried.
You know
about
what?
It. It's RC Cola. Nobody's gonna be lining up for RC Cola.
The difference is executives at fucking Coca-Cola make money.
Sure.
Get out of the swimming pool. Your lips are blue.
All right. Later.
So they were probably whispering to set that bit up. That's what was happening.
Guys, let's do the Owen thing.
They were whispering to set that bit up.
Jeremy does a fucking killer Owen. Let's do the Owen thing. Be really funny.
He says that's Ryan Katsu Riviera. He's from.
Oh, that's the Proud Boy. That's the guy that does. He's one of. He's basically Gavin's top manservant.
I see. All right, let me check the Streamlabs here. So basically, there was really not much there, and that's the Free Speech Network thing that's going on. Whatever that is.
Freespeech.tv.
All right,
give Gavin money.
$12 from Michael Netlux. Hey, homies, Royce, bro, scroll up and check my chat mentions. All 110% sponsor all three of your shows, Daywave, ROTC, and Nightwave. I read your legit corp, and I'll ship free swag and gear. Tell Merce. Okay, this is Michael. We talked about crypto 2 days ago. revengeofthesis@gmail.com. That's the easy, because that way if we do that, we both see it. revengeofthesis@gmail.com.
Yeah, and I have because of all the suspensions and having to get around things, I have 19 emails now.
Right. Bad attitude. $2. What are your opinions on Texas going blue soon? How will whites react once they realize there's no longer a chance of being represented in any way? Texas is going blue soon. They're next. The Carolinas are going to go that same way too, because they're burning down California and they're just moving all their shitty politics to these other states.
Yeah. Can I just react to that in my own way? Enough with the fucking hour whites.
Yeah.
The whites.
Yeah.
Whites. How about people? How about go get literally? There's no person right now that's bantering on about constantly whinging about the white genocide that I see living any sort of life that's combating white genocide. I don't, you know what I mean? I see a bunch of white people not living their best lives and being like, but what about white genocide? And I'm like, what about you? Get some fucking health insurance. Get a job. Am I wrong here?
No, you're right.
It's just God damn, man. What are you worried about?
Ethan Isaac, $5. Teddy Spaghetti seems like the kind of guy who can only get off on his badly drawn hentai tentacle porn. Sandwich Artist, $2. The title of the show allows easy demonetization without your actual content being listed. We are fans not because of the name. Blackwater style rebranding has proof of success. I'm not renaming the show. We're not going to rename the show. The show's the name is what it fucking is. I'm not going to go back. This is the thing. Do you think they already know who we are? Do you think if we fucking change this to Mike and Royce's Carnival Adventure, that all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, that's a totally different. They already know who we are. They already know who we are.
Yeah. Besides, we can't call ourselves Carnival Adventure because everybody would get sick on us. It's a cruise ship joke.
No, I got it, man.
It was funny.
Bro, I got the joke.
Do you guys like food poisoning and getting stuck out in the ocean for 4 days straight?
Carnival Cruise.
Carnival Cruises.
Carnival Cruise. It's basically like Greyhound on the water.
They should.
That's what it is.
They should sell it as a disaster survival simulator. They can make a lot more money.
If you're gonna go on a cruise, go on Royal Caribbean.
Wouldn't you pay extra money to go on a cruise that you knew was going to be a disaster, but that would be the fun of it?
Turn into an escape house, but the whole cruise is just an escape cruise.
Exactly. I like that.
And you know what you do? You remove half of the life rafts. Only half the people survive. Exactly. Let's go fucking full on with this. I like this idea. Yeah. Vampire Frog, $5. Owen House is built on top of an ancient Jewish burial ground, which is turning him gay with wizardry from beyond the grave.
In the state of Washington?
Yeah, in the state of Washington.
They buried a lot of Jews up there?
Yeah, they did.
Near Mount Rainier?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was called Mount Rainier Steen. Alpha the Nemesis, based on talent and content, I think you two are headed towards being the biggest internet...
bottom of the... Oh, thank you. Okay.
The biggest internet radio show in the world. Are you afraid at all as whether you will encounter similar pitfalls as seen in Porcelain's documentaries? Are you prepped to avoid... What pitfalls?
Internet radio show? What is this, 2003?
Yes.
Radio on the internet.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
what pitfalls?
Lack of self-awareness?
No, we're very self-aware.
Trickery, making up fake adversaries so we can raise money. I doubt it.
I don't think so. I think what people forget is that Mike and I have been like friends for like 12 years. We've known each other for a long. We were doing this way back in the day, so we kind of already know. And also, we're pretty. I like to think we're pretty upfront with our shit. Like, there's not a lot of hidden stuff.
Well, honestly, like a lot of these people you've seen crash and burn in this forum are a lot of younger YouTubers and streamers, people that had very charmed lives and then went right into streaming, made a lot of money, and then had everything crash on them. So, like, those people have never... Like, my life's been ruined literally, like, 5 times. So, like, there's no...
I was there for, like, 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't care. So, like, you know what I mean? It's not like there's never going to be a me doing a video where I'm like lashing out at people for not being good enough pay piggies or fucking coming up with like a tired slashed Antifa scam and like there's just no angle for that. Or and to be honest with you, if it comes down to like a relationship thing, I don't like I don't talk like he's the same way. We don't bring that shit into this.
No, of course
realm.
not.
It's really nobody's business. So like that's the kind of thing where it was just my life's been ruined 5 times. I've been married, that didn't go well. I've lost a lot of shit. So like what I can deal with an immediate wave of bullshit, and so can he, like pretty easily, to where you're not going to just react and melt down like most of these people did.
We've been saying since the beginning too, like we're not good people. So you're not gonna catch us in one of those like
that's the other thing.
Hey, they pretend they're good guys. We're not pretending to be good guys. We're pieces of shit. We're just upfront about it. We're like, hey, look, this is the pieces of shit we are. I hope you like our piece of shit jokes. So this isn't going to be like if skeletons were to come out of, let's say, Crowder's closet, it's going to make him look bad because he pretends to be a good person.
Yeah.
We don't put that. We don't go like, oh yeah, we're actually really good guys and we're saving the world. We're not pretending we're doing any of those things. Our entire intro's tongue in cheek. Like the name of the show, everything is. We're not. The whole point is not to take this shit too seriously. And yeah, we get mad and yeah, we get in our pulpit about the fact that we're a show that doesn't take shit too seriously and still getting demonetized. I've dealt with this shit too. Back a while ago when Mike and I started More Like Radio, we had the fucking Red Show. We were one of the first internet shows to lose sponsors. This is true. And it was Adam and Eve.
And it wasn't me back then. And
no,
that was pretty bad. But
it was Adam and Eve. It was Adam and Eve because the Red Show on our network was talking about the guy that got fired, the paramedic that got fired for being racist.
Yeah,
for
Bad Lieutenant.
Bad
That was
Lieutenant.
years ago.
Yeah, he got fired, and apparently they were talking and they were dropping hard N-bombs and whatever, and we lost your sponsorship. So I mean, we've seen. If anybody has saw this coming, we've been seeing this coming from a long, long, long time. So this isn't going to be one of those things where we're going to be like, they pretended to be such good guys. There's many of clips of us saying, don't. We're not role models in any way.
Oh, by the way, assholes, for all you fucking retarded right-wing spurgs that come in here, what are you doing to defend people? We fucking had a GoFundMe for that guy. What was that, 7 years ago? Before it was fashionable to defend people on the right wing. That wasn't even political. That was just a freedom of speech thing.
Yeah.
A guy who made a fucking joke Twitter account that was like a satire that almost got he lost his job as a paramedic in New York over some racist tweets, but like done as a character. And we went out there and fucking had a GoFundMe. What the fuck were you 7 years ago? You little incel spurgs.
Eddie Cade, $2. Apparently, @God is about to be banned off of Twitter. 6 million followers are about to go bye-bye. Why
is it always 6 million?
It's a really weird round number, right?
It's just always that number. I mean, I don't understand the point of having like God on Twitter.
No,
you know
look,
what I mean? Like, there's certain things where you're like, I can't get whatever.
I get it, and the thing is, obviously the @God account is some lefty woman, I believe, that runs it. And I think this is the typical Candace Owen right wing thing where it's like, well, if we can't talk, I can't have @Muhammad, so you can't have @God. And by the way, before we go to break, we're going to break here in a second. I just want to be 100% clear and spread the word for, because I have a lot of new listeners. Candace Owen is a fucking leftist idiot. Stop putting her up on a pulpit. Stop making her seem like she's this base black person. She tweeted, and I'm sure you saw it this week too. Candace Owen tweeted this week that if she were president,
she would outlaw flag burning.
She would outlaw flag burning. And when she was called out on it and people called her left, she goes, actually, the First Amendment does have limits where you can't screen fire in a movie theater. So if I was president, I'm damn sure believe that if you burn the flag. Now, this is what she said she would do if she was president. If you burn the flag, you would immediately lose your citizenship, and they would give that citizenship to a hardworking legal immigrant.
Because she
thinks that she's
just a pandering machine. She's like a pandering AI.
The fact that, number one, Candace Owen is a fucking base idiot. She became famous because of a leftist site. What was it? Social Autopsy, right?
Yeah.
Where it was basically going to dox people and stuff.
Yeah. She doesn't. I don't think she understands
English.
What people always go, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, but half of them don't understand why you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. Like, they don't understand that's because if you did that, you're doing it so that people will trample each other and harm each other. That's not burning an American flag.
And actually, you used to be able to yell fire in a crowded theater. Something happened where they said that was an exception to free speech. You should be able to burn flags, you dumb idiot. You should be able to burn whatever the fuck you want. I wouldn't do it, but who cares? Do you think that the fixing of free speech is going to be by taking more speech away, you dumb bitch?
Can I just point out, too, what a gullible idiot Tim Pool is?
Of course.
Tim Pool reminds me of, and I said it on Twitter the other day, Tim Pool reminds me of, like, the world's smartest fourth grader.
Yeah.
Where he's smart. He would win a spelling bee competition, but he has such a naive, childlike way of the world that he's like, can you believe that YouTube censored my video? Can you believe Candace Owens? She sounds like a leftist. And you're like, where the fuck have you been? It's like, he's literally like he's retained nothing he's watched in the past 2 years. He's a moron. He has no fundamental idea of how human knowledge and just like how people are. He's a moron. Like, he's a smart guy, but he's like a kid. It's like a kid that goes, Daddy, why is this happen? And you're like, I don't know, but it's not fair. And you're like, okay, I get it, but you know, when you get older, kid, things are going to be not fair. You're going to learn that. But I don't get it. It's not fair. Not fair. Why did they do that to Dave Rubin? It's not fair, Daddy. And you're like, I know, kid, but you're going to get older someday, and you're going to learn. Like, Tim Pool's beanie and childlike way of dressing just kind of underscores what a human baby person he
Sean
is.
Green goes, Tim Pool is skateboard park smart.
Exactly.
That is a good, exactly
Bro,
what
what
is.
even is money, man?
We know. We all have we all had a stoned older
Fuck.
cousin.
Tim Pool looks like every guy that picks up a guitar and only can play 3 chords of Wonderwall and then put it down.
Tim Pool is basically pause Stan Marsh, somebody said in the D-Live chat. That's sorry, I thought this was America.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but YouTube is censoring conservatives. Yeah, we know, you fucking retard. We've been around for 2 years, you fuck.
Welcome to 2014, stupid. We know.
What a dumb fuck.
And yet Candace Owen, fucking everybody touts her out there. She says the flag burning should be illegal. She's a fucking leftist. She's an idiot. And I dare anybody in the comments section to fucking defend that dumb bitch to me. Because her and fucking Charlie Kirk, his little fucking harem of women, are all
connected.
leftists.
They're all, guys, you want to learn who's in and who's out of the club? Look on Twitter. Look at who talks to each other. And look at who they freeze out. Stop it, Timmy. You're not fooling anybody.
All right, we have to go to break. RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN. That's ProXPN. Get protected online. If you want to help us out, of course, Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSys. We'll read those live on the show. But RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. There's a whole bunch of different ways to donate. And, of course, the one that I really want to push, because you guys get 250 episodes archived just for patrons. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Become a patron. If you're watching this show live, by the way, check it out on DLive. We're getting some money for it, better than no money. So DLive.tv/Revenge of the Sys. And in case we ever go anywhere, that's a good place to go and find our show every day. Guys that watch this show, and there's 1,500 people watching now. People that watch this show, we will always do a show at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, no matter what. The platform we don't know because we could get banned at any time. But if you want to find our show, go to RevengeOfTheSys.com and you'll find us at Terrorspurg, at Hippo Juice Film, at ROTC Radio. And like I said, of course, Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. We really appreciate those. We have a lot of people signed up and it's really helped us. We're not where we need to be to make up for the YouTube stuff, but we're getting there slowly. We will be right back in 5 minutes, Revenge of the Sys.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sys. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Here at the Cousin Joe Show, we appreciate all of your help and support, and we welcome your phone calls with constructive criticism anytime.
On my desk, and oh, someone's calling us, Dan. Did you click it?
I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening. There it is.
All right.
This computer's from like 1982, so it takes a minute.
No, it's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, I care. Hi, Royce.
What's up, guys? What I tell you, man? You know why there's an echo when your donations, dummy? Is because you probably have two alerts in your OBS, and they're playing at the same time.
Oh. Dan wishes I did it 2.5 months ago, and I don't blame him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we have a Skyper.
Oh, it's Hippo Juice.
Well,
For the love of God, if he doesn't fix that echo, I'm going to murder him and his family. I swear to Christ. Do you understand how I've been playing Joe's commercials, plugging the show, going, this guy's awesome, and then he goes, it's probably the board. It's not the board, you nincompoop.
Nincompoop.
many years.
Oh
we have a
shit.
caller.
Oh.
Stop dancing and pick up the phone.
Bet you can't guess who it is.
I can't guess, by the way.
So
Guillermo.
let me get this straight. Let me get this 100% straight.
I love
Sorry.
this part of the show.
Let me get
This
this
is my
straight.
favorite part. Hi, Royce.
You found out that she was trying to make her brother jealous who molested her, and your solution was to fuck her at your house.
Yes, where her brother was not present.
You're such a piece of trash. You're garbage, and I love you for it, but you're garbage.
I feel like your house should have wheels in that story.
Joe's level of caring is like, what, your brother molested you? Oh, but Joe took umbrage to him making her jealous, not the fact that he molested her. So he's like, we'll go to my house where we'll make my parents jealous.
So check out Royce calling into the Cousin Joe Show every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/Cousin Joe.
You big stupid idiot! You big stupid idiot!
From Time Life Music comes a one-of-a-kind Rat Pack collection, their most bigoted songs. All your favorite once acceptable hits like Drunk Old Injun.
The drunk old Injun squatting in his teepee, fire water keeping him warm.
Jewish Nose.
She's got a big, beautiful Jewish nose, and it's there 2 minutes early wherever she goes.
Dean Martin singing Chinaman's Chants.
And Mr. Chinaman saying his Chinaman way, a ding-a-ling, a ching-a-chong, a ching-a-chong choo.
Pew Stinky Frenchman.
Paris is lovely and Nice sure is nice, and Marseille is charming with champagne on ice. But you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchmen, frog you.
Hey there, Fruity.
Hey there, Fruity, you can do my hair. Hey there, Fruity, don't touch me down there. Hey there, Fruity, you're gay and I don't approve.
And many more.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thanks for staying with us, guys. If you're watching live and you want to help us out with some live views, dlive.tv/Revenge of the Sis. We get a little bit of money there. And if you want to send anything in, of course, it's streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis. That's how you help us out. Yeah, second hour, guys. We're here. We're back. It's Monday. As you know, we've lost 2 of our videos to the YouTube system, to the Vox Adpocalypse. So the Alex Jones video is gone, and the Hank Hugh video is gone. It's fun when we used to be able to do stuff. Mike were even just talking to during the break, saying, "Hey, remember when you used to be able to just joke around with your friends and have fun and see how I'm gonna fucking kill you?
I mean,
or kill yourself, stupid.
Like can't
do that anymore."
What you said to Joe is something that's just a standard fare for male friends.
Exactly.
Like, you're joking around. If
You know how many times off air I've told Mike, "I'll fucking kill you."
Yeah, like if I'm breaking Royce's balls or something about like the Dolphins, and I just am like, yeah, no, I think this is their year, man. I think they're going to grab it. And after a while, he gets annoyed. It's like one of those things you just go, dude, I will literally,
I'll kill you,
kill your whole family if you keep saying this. You can't say that on this platform now, and it's like
you can't joke. Joking is not
and
allowed.
I understand even in the context of like, if you can find a clip of somebody, like if I was ranting and I was like, you know what, I don't like that, I don't like failure, and if I see, I'll fucking kill him. That's the kind of thing you take that out of context, and you're like, well, you might actually want to kill that guy. But if you're joking with your friend and going, oh, fuck you, dude, I'll fucking punch you right in your dumb face. Like, I'm clearly not threatening to punch somebody over an argument over wrestling, but it's just one of those
hold
things.
on.
Depends. Oh, by the way, have you seen...
We talking 98 Survivor Series?
Have you seen this guy that's been fucking with AEW nonstop and trolling them? It's really fucking funny.
No, what's he been doing?
All right, so this guy, he's at Dabbin Aladdin on Twitter.
I love the name already.
And his other name is at Champ Smokes.
Okay.
And he's this... I got it. I don't know who he is because he just came out of nowhere. But if I had to guess from his swag and the way he's acting, he's a comedian type. Like, he's a guy who wants to do comedy stuff. I don't know if he's a stand-up, but he's been trolling. So he got banned from all AEW events for life already. They've had 2 events.
Hold on, nothing. What did he do for that?
All right, so this guy, right, he got thrown out of Double or Nothing because he was making jokes about the tranny wrestler, and I guess some SJW was not enjoying his jokes.
Right.
So I guess they had a little back and forth, and then the SJW guy went and tattled on him to security, and then the Young Bucks retweeted. That's why I'm already not liking AEW.
Oh, yeah, I saw. They're going to be diverse. I've seen all that.
And the Young Bucks retweeted it, and they're like, thanks, he's been banned for life now. Blah, blah, blah. So, like, this guy's been banned. But this guy knew what he was doing, so he had been harassing people at StarCast all weekend. Like, apparently he knew this was coming down the pipe, so he made sure to have all these videos that he didn't release right away, so he could fuck with him. So he went to StarCast. He got trespassed from StarCast because I guess he snuck in like to the conference. It was like a big conference room in a nice hotel. He snuck in there when they weren't open yet. And got actually sat on the StarCast panel thing and did like a Periscope video. And he was like, all right, so I'm here to take your questions, folks. And he's like, what's being a dick? Nobody.
Right, of course.
I'll take your questions now. And he had this big Periscope video where he's like, okay, so this is fucking bullshit. He goes, Conrad Thompson ripped us off. He's a fucking fat piece of shit. He starts going off about how Conrad Thompson promised. They originally were going to have The Undertaker there and somebody else from WWE, and then obviously with the AEW thing, they pulled them.
They pulled them, yeah.
But here's where it gets kind of a little more shady. Supposedly, Conrad Thompson, the guy who ran StarCast and MLW, he was advertising that Chris Jericho was going to be there. And I guess Jericho had some other shit he had to do, so he couldn't be there.
Right.
He informed Conrad like a month or two prior that he couldn't be there. And they still just kept advertising Jericho, and I guess they even had the day of the event. They had like a cardboard cutout of Jericho at the event. Like they kind of just pretended, and they were like, "Oh, I guess he's not coming. Sorry, no refunds." So this dude was just doing shoot fucking promo after shoot promo. He wants his fucking refund. There was no Undertaker, and then he got a bunch of pictures taken with all the wrestlers before he got trespassed. So now that he's banned from AEW, he has all these videos and pictures of him like at the event, like partying with these wrestlers, and he keeps like tweeting things like, yeah, so and so, Sammy Guevara, he hates trannies too, and he's been torturing AEW. I gotta be honest,
I didn't know they had a
really
tranny
funny.
wrestler. I didn't even know that. I was not aware.
One of the broads in that match was a tranny.
Which one?
The Spanish one, the big chunky one with no tits.
That makes sense.
That's a tranny.
I
just
thought it was
Rose or whatever.
I thought it was just a flat so.
Remember when they announced a while back that they were going to have a trans wrestler? That was her. Him, whatever.
I was not aware.
So, yeah.
Really? I just thought it was an ugly fat girl.
And this guy is now just a thorn in their side, and they hate his guts. But he's on Twitter to @ChampSmokes. Tell him you heard about him from this show. It's really fun. He's like, again, he's being a dick, but he's kind of already showing that, like, these guys, everybody has to pander to this bullshit. Like, you can't just talk shit anymore. So you're telling me, because I don't know if you heard about Bully Ray, too.
No.
Got in trouble with Ring of Honor.
For what?
Because he brought a fan backstage and, like, yelled at him because he didn't like the way he was heckling the female heel wrestlers.
Yeah.
One of which happens to be his wife. But, like, he had security bring this fan in
That's
the back.
not how it works. By the way, that's fucking stupid. You can't just kidnap somebody and scream at them.
Well, apparently
Bully.
that's what happened. And,
right.
Like, basically, there's a lot of fans that are like, we were there, we saw what happened, he didn't do anything.
Right.
Like, he was just fucking yelling at him because they're heels.
They're heels, of course.
But yeah, I guess now, he's also I just don't like these. Everybody's so goddamn sensitive. Even pro wrestlers and comedians now in 2019 are like, guys, don't say transphobic things. And you're like, if you're in wrestling and you're like a heel, wouldn't you?
That's all you would say to get the heat.
It's very bizarre. But yeah, you got to look it up. Dabin Aladdin or Champ Smokes on Twitter. He has been fucking hilarious. It's been really funny. Like, some of his shit's really mean, but it's just so fucking funny. And he had a whole great angle. The cops even, they called the cops on him.
Really?
Yeah, he even played, if you go to his Twitter account, he's got like he's got a recording of the voicemail from the detective from like Vegas Metro.
I'm sure the detective was just annoyed in general.
Yeah, he didn't sound like, oh, but he was just like, yeah, this is Detective something, and we're just responding to a complaint. Give me a call back. Like, it was just, yeah, it was very funny. Champ Smokes. Give him a look up.
Alpha the Nemesis, $5. The previous answer was deserving more than $1. Candace Owen is a fucking conservative minstrel show that everyone clamored to elevate simply because she's black. Discrimination settlement in high school, doc site, co-opting Kanye, Blair on Rubin. SJW. I agree 100%. Eddie K, $3. I'm obviously anti-transgender people, but goddamn, they really know how to make women's sports almost watchable. Yeah, because that's men. It's men's sports. That's why it's good.
There was somebody heckling, I guess, a WNBA player on Twitter the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And she got really mad and she said something nasty and like something like clap back girl power thing about the WNBA.
Yeah.
And I just responded to her and I went, wait, there's a WNBA?
You know who had the funniest WNBA bit was the skit that Daniel Tosh did, season ticket holder for the WNBA, and it's just 7 people and they're all lesbians.
That's right.
It was fucking hilarious.
He's another one that he's not going to be allowed to do
Anything.
shit now.
No.
He's not going to be able to do fuck all now. And it sucks because Tosh is brutal.
He is. Mike, did you hear this news here? Harvard rescinds admission to Parkland survivor Kyle Kashuv over past comments.
Dude, yeah, I heard about that. Yo, Ruben was fucking batting hard for this kid today, and it just ain't.
You know who else was batting hard for this kid? Ben Shapiro. He wrote a whole article on Daily Wire saying your past comments shouldn't affect what you do in the future. Okay, Fox?
They're really fighting hard for him. Well, have fun, Kyle, at Liberty University.
Hey, I'm gonna give you my opinion, my unpopular opinion.
He'll be going to fucking what's the
Broward Community College.
Brigham Young. We going to one of those.
Let me I'm gonna unpopular opinion. I don't think any of them should have been accepted into Harvard. I don't think fucking lesbian Magoo. I don't think fucking David Hogg in his mouth. And I don't think fucking Kyle Kashuv Steen should have been any of them. Being almost shot at doesn't qualify you to get into a university. Because if that was the case, there's a lot of kids in Chicago who should be going to Harvard right now.
And by the way, it's not a university. You got to say it like the English people.
Oh.
Go to university.
To university.
You don't get to just go to university.
Yeah. You don't get to fucking go to Harvard just because you were shot at. That's not how it fucking works.
Well, now your point has been proven. You don't get to.
Well, no, David Hogg's still going.
That's true.
Classmates had accused him of repeatedly using the N-word, according to the Washington Times. Kashuv, a gun rights activist, later posted on Twitter, explained, this is why we were very vocal about fucking this Kyle Kashuv kid. And remember, people were yelling at you because you told them, stop doing this, you're a kid.
Yeah, I wrote a fucking article about it, and it was, a piece of shit.
Yeah, so we said, do not bring this guy as some sort of speaker for the right, because when the inevitable downfall comes, the Hill's going to write things like, Kashuv, a gun rights activist, because now they're associating everything that he did with him. So when he fails, all the things he stood for look stupid. That's why you don't let children into politics.
Mm-hmm.
When your classmates, your team, blah, 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 blah. So
you don't really, there's a reason why you have to be like at least 35 to be president. Because, you know what I mean? You got to not be completely retarded. And you know what? Even people in their 20s still have a little bit of retardation to them. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is.
So apparently Kyle Kashuv has emailed the dean of Harvard for a face-to-face so he could plead his case. Hey, stupid. First off, why would you now, Mr. Conservative, why would you want to go to that school? Huh? I always love all these fucking conservatives that bring up well, Ben Shapiro, he graduated from Harvard, which is impressive, obviously. But that being said, then they use their degree to then rail against other people going to college and getting a degree because of the libtards own it. It's always very weird to me, like the intellectual conservatives. I went to Yale. I went to Harvard.
Well, because that's a different level of going to college. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to USC.
Right.
Like you're going to fucking Harvard so that you can get into your
you know that they indoctrinate you in fucking Harvard? They do. It's the same shit.
Oh, but I get that. But the people that go to Harvard are already preordained to be.
That's true.
Like lefty fucking or neocon,
good point.
Heavy
Very
hitters.
good point.
So that's all it is. You're just getting into a club with that. So yeah, of course they'll be like friggin' liberal college, but man, I really got to get into the club. That's just how they are, man. None of these people have any fucking scruples.
So yeah, anyway, so Ben Shapiro's going really hard, wrote an article on Daily Wire saying, you shouldn't be punished for things. He's not wrong. Nobody's saying he's wrong, but it's a matter of it's.
But these people haven't been sticking up for anybody but their own little pets,
group of people,
their own little pet projects like Kyle Kashuv.
Those are the people that are fucking that are defending each other. These motherfuckers only reply to you. A lot of people don't know this. But if you have a verified account, you get a different type of Twitter experience. If you have a verified account, you don't just have ats. You have ats where you could check all the ats from plebs. But then you have another ats that's just from verified people. Because Twitter wants verified people to talk to each other. So they don't think there's a reason why these verified people only talk to them and they rarely talk to the fucking plebs and the normies that are talking to them. It's because it's their own little group, this little verified gang. There's censorship online. I get it, Dave Rubin, but you're not censored. You're still fucking verified. Your biggest concerns is that one of your videos was just demonetized. Shut up.
Yeah, Tim Pool did the same thing this weekend. YouTube censored my video. It's like, you fucking...
Partially demonetized is what he said.
That's
and I'm
what
like, wow.
Oh, you
you're
got the
really
yellow?
you're really suffering.
Look, all the yellow money sign. Yeah, remember the money sign?
We used to have, if we got a yellow one, we were happy.
I'd suck a cock at I'd suck one of those fucking YouTube moderators' cocks right now to get the yellow back.
Yeah, so I don't want to
probably
fucking hear.
not, but still, I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah. You want to suck a chick's cock? Let's because we do get told you always punch it right. So I actually found a viable target here on the left. Have you seen this guy? Re-education?
Yeah, this has been going around the old Facebooks.
Yeah, so apparently this guy, no, he's not the fucking bassist for Metallica.
Which one?
The dead one?
Oh, Cliff Burton.
Yeah. Oh, that's the easiest way to remember. He wrote this. Steven Crowder is a racist homophobe. Well, this is his video. Steven Crowder is a racist homophobe. So this guy's basically LARPing as a communist. That's why he has the USSR hat in there and all that stuff. So let's watch it.
Today I'm going to talk about Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder is a racist homophobe.
I love the taking off the glasses.
Everybody does this move, and it's
for emphasis. The taking off the... You're so phony. Oh, this guy... Everything about this guy's fake. Everything about Techno Viking here is fake.
Oh, did that get your attention?
Oh, no. Oh, it sure did, buddy.
Oh, boy. But not in the way you thought.
Oh, God, that sure did get my attention. Yeah. That was, dare I say, Ryan Lopez levels of awkwardness.
That was really bad, yeah.
Literally like...
Look at fucking Paz Delasco over here.
Did I get your attention?
Time out, Tony. Oh, fuck. That was fucking next level cringe, dude.
Bro,
that was next level cringe, brother.
You, my friend, are a natural.
Yeah, you fucking... Oh, do I have your attention now?
Yeah, I guess.
What is he, Alec Baldwin from Glengarry Glen Ross? Oh, do I have your attention now?
I think it got the attention of everybody online.
Sure did.
Yeah, oh, don't worry. You got our attention, that's for sure.
Congratulations, you're a meme now.
It seems like everybody for the last week or so has been talking nonstop about Steven Crowder, Vox, and YouTube.
Do you talk like
but
this?
But why?
Nobody actually talks like this. Nobody. Not even David Caruso.
So, yeah, this guy, this is his YouTube name is Re-Education, right? Or The Spectacle in Action. I'm trying to see, hold on. Now, I want to make sure that I got the right video here because I don't want to, I think this is just somebody that might have been re-uploading this guy. I think, is this him? Sorry, I got to see. No, this is a different person. This is a different person. Is this him? Somebody tell me. I'm going to keep playing it.
This guy is awful.
The worst, yeah.
Why are they talking about these things? What makes
a boot? So Canadian.
This story so important.
So Re-Education is him. Got it.
Is it the fact that they're changing the rules on YouTube? Well, yeah. But it also goes much deeper than that.
Oh no.
It also...
Why is he holding a pen? What does he need to write down? You're doing a radio show. What do you need to write down?
Has to do with the spectacle. What exactly am I talking about? What do I mean? Well, let me explain it this way. The owners want us to talk about this.
Please stop talking like this.
It's a puker voice.
Here we are. So who exactly is Steven Crowder? Well, Steven Crowder is...
a known homosexual, allegedly.
I like dialed that back.
Yeah, I pulled it back a bit.
Assumably, a comedian on online presence. Though I'm fairly certain that the only joke that he's ever held is the one in his hand while masturbating to himself, dressed as a woman trying to make fun of trans people.
Oh, beep, beep, beep. Fucking black guys running around. I made it a show. Fuck. Oh, shit. What does that even mean? That was way too wordy, right? A bit wordy?
This is really
Was
bad.
it a bit wordy, though?
You think?
I'm not trying to kink shame anybody here, but it does seem a little bit suspicious that somebody likes to dress up as a girl to trigger the libs all the time and has no other ulterior motives.
Okay, so first off, yeah, we've been saying that, but then you can't call him a racist homophobe. Like, this is the problem with people like this. We do think that there's a bisexual aspect to Crowder. But then we'll never call Crowder a homophobe because that's like calling Milo a homophobe. You're gay. Like, you're not afraid of gay people if you're gay. You know what I mean?
Can't be a gay homophobe.
So that's my point. So his joke is what? That Crowder's gay, but also a homophobe? It can't be both. Pick a take, man. This guy's all over the place. This guy is all over the place.
Yeah, do what we do. Stick with the gay thing.
Yeah, stick with
Push
the gay. Pick
angle.
one. Pick one.
Push the gay angle.
But I digress.
I hate when people digress.
But he digressed.
Don't digress.
He digressed.
Whatever you do, don't digress.
He's digressing.
If anybody's watching this at home, if I ever meet you in person and you ever digress, I will punch you right in the snout.
Steven Crowder is apparently a comedian, but he also happens to sell a line of t-shirts, one of which says, "Socialism is for figs," with the I being a cute little fig. It's a way for him to be homophobic, but also at the same time completely immature and ridiculous.
Also, it doesn't make any sense if we're being fair.
Yeah.
The socialism is for figs, doesn't?
No.
It doesn't.
Well, the fig is supposed to be editing out the A. It's supposed to be
I
socialist.
get it.
So no, let me
But
explain.
then it doesn't
You don't
turn
get the
into-
shirt. See, because what he's trying to say is that socialism is for fags. But he doesn't have the heart to actually sell that shirt.
But it doesn't turn the statement into anything.
It does. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
You want to buy a mug?
Steven Crowder's arguments are basically that akin to a 10-year-old boy on a playground that was given millions of dollars to produce their own show. Steven Crowder is not funny. He's not interesting. He's not even relevant.
Okay, you know what?
And you are?
I agree with everything you're saying, sir. I actually agree with that statement. But you're not. You're a parody of a person. Like, seriously, that's what you are. You sound like a deep fake of a newscaster. No, that's what it is. Like, if this guy talks like a fucking deep fake. That's what it is.
And yet, here we are. So what did he do?
This guy talks like the kind of guy that has like a really fat, gross chick that he wants to be swingers with other couples.
Yeah.
And like he drinks absinthe.
And
Right?
he has a spoon with the sugar cube on it when he pours the
One of
absinthe.
those guys. He's an absinthe
Oh,
guy.
fuck.
Did you get some douche chills
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Let's check out Rich Woods.
Steven Crowder has done a lot of terrible things to a lot of different...
What?
Nothing.
You know what? It could be anybody. A lot of people have that name.
A lot of people named Rich Woods.
That are known swingers. I wrote a book about swinging.
Not even relevant. And yet, here we are. So what did he do? Well, Steven Crowder has done a lot of terrible things to a lot of different people.
No, somebody says he looks like Bray Wyatt. No, he looks like Gay Wyatt. That's what he looks like.
But the most recent thing that he did that was terrible was directed at somebody known as...
a homosexual man. Gay Wong.
Carlos
He
Meza.
looks like if they had Chris Hero do Bray Wyatt's gimmick instead.
Oh no, that would be hilarious.
Right?
Yeah.
Just have him come out. No, I'm the same guy. You're like, what? No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Clearly, you're not.
No, you're not, other Diesel.
From the news organization Vox.
Why is his cadence like this? Why is he talking like George Takei?
And why do you say organization? That's
It's
not
organization.
Organization.
It's fucking relax, all right? You're not
I hate
that smart.
people that over enunciate their syllables.
Yeah, it's the word.
Really
It really
irritating.
is the word. It's the fucking word. Danny Saint. Okay, going deep. Bray Wyatt played by Christopher Maloney.
That's awesome.
Apparently, and truthfully, Steven Crowder, for the last 2 or so years, has been a
known bisexual man.
Attacking constantly this Carlos Meza person.
Mazza! Not Meza. It's Mazza, you fucking idiot.
For being...
And, you know, I hate... So let me put it, this guy, you're smart enough to be making all these statements, but you're not smart enough to realize that when you have dreads like that, those dirty dreads, your hair smells terribly no matter what you do because you're not washing it.
You know, Royce, that's something you'd say if you were a part of a homosexual organization.
Gay and being a Latino person.
Hispanic. Cubans are Hispanic. They're not Latinos. South Americans are Latinos.
And in doing so, has
Mexicans
sent
were
hordes
Latinos.
Yeah, South Americans and South Americans.
Central American.
Oh, also Central American. Okay.
Of his followers to Carlos Meza's social media platforms to basically harass and dox and abuse this person for his lifestyle.
You know what's funny is when people put so much effort into their sound and their look and their fake inflection, but they can't produce thoughts fast enough.
Nope.
Like, I'm sitting here trying to listen, and you can tell he doesn't know what the next word is going to be.
He's not. He's really,
not
really
a
not.
smart guy. He's not a quick guy.
All right, let's go back to Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
For things that he had absolutely no control over, for his race, for his sexual identity.
Well, to be fair, the jury's still out on whether you have control over your sexual identity.
And that's wrong. No matter how you skin
I
it.
hate this guy. I hate the way his voice winds down.
He does have a Philip DeFranco thing going.
Bugs the shit out of me, this guy.
Is wrong for him to have done that. And right now, Steven Crowder gets the ability to say, well, I never told anybody to go down there and harass Carlos Meza. But he also, at the same time, gets to sit back and watch all of his followers do that without saying anything about it, and while setting an example, showing them that it's okay to treat people that way.
You're right. You know, man, now I'm picking up on it. You're right.
He winds down.
He's saying he doesn't know, not even that, what you were saying before. He doesn't know what he's saying next. There's these big pauses over words. There doesn't need to be pauses in between.
He didn't think this through.
This is not something he knows. He's kind of just going with the flow, but he's really, really bad at it.
Bad at going
he's
with the
not
flow.
like, you can't say things that you're not supposed to say. He's doing the Austin Power, allow myself to introduce myself talk. Like, it's very like disjointed. This guy's a stupid person. No, we figured it out.
He's not a natural talker.
We saw all the other stuff like he says plenty of douchey things because he watches movies and he goes, oh man, if I say I digress, they're gonna be like, whoa, this guy's so smart. That's what it is. He's just a stupid person. And again, I know I am making fun of you for something you can't control, which is being born stupid.
This guy reminds me of the kind of guy that would have like a fat girlfriend who LARPs as a vampire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. They're in the blood play? Yeah, he's in the blood play with her.
Sometimes she allows me to feed on her.
Yeah, it's great. He knows all the people that played Dracula since the 40s.
Try to compare that to your life. I don't know, man. I just fuck my chick and I play some video games.
And he says
pretty rad.
And he's one of those vampire people that says Twilight is gay because it doesn't represent real vampirism.
You guys don't understand the nuances of being a real vampire.
He took his fat vampire girlfriend to Transylvania for their honeymoon.
I love the idea of the fat vampire.
Yeah, fat vampire girlfriend, exactly.
And she's got some kind of like, she's got some kind of fucking southern name like Delula Bell or something, And she's got some. She watched too much True Blood. She wants to be like Anna Paquin in that show. So we fucking anybody who's really into True Blood is fucking loser.
Oh, it's the worst. By the way, he's also really into magic, but not the card game. He's just really into the lore, into like the lore.
He's into street magic.
Yes, he's just he really likes Chris. He really likes Chris Angel. This guy loves Chris Angel.
This guy's one of those guys that's constantly trying magic tricks out on people, but failing at them.
Oh, but I got to work on it.
Is it the 3 of hearts?
No, it's the king.
It's 10 of diamonds, actually.
Sorry, no.
It's close though.
It's really close.
It's a number.
Oh God. I'm so glad. It took us exactly 3 minutes to figure out he's just a stupid person with a vampire girlfriend. I love it. This is great. Let's watch a little bit more.
So childish.
Of the Vampire King.
So Carlos Meza went on to Twitter and had a bit of a Twitter storm and explained that he wasn't necessarily mad at Steven Crowder, though. He was mad at the platform.
Just like his father is mad at him for not bearing him fruit. Like that.
Like even understand Carlos Massa. Take one for the team and fuck one chick and knock her up, and your parents will leave you alone.
That's it. They'll leave you alone.
I understand Hispanic people.
They don't
enough
even
to
care if
know.
you have a secret boyfriend.
They don't care. It's just about
Give 'em a grandkid.
It's just about furthering the line, and then they'll leave you alone. And most Hispanic gay guys I've met in my life have done that at least once. They've one kid and an ex-wife,
and then
but
that's
they're
it.
like, and they kind of know now, but whatever, It's we still get together on Father's Day. It's cool. I bring my boyfriend. The boyfriend's always some white guy.
So Gus Klimt goes, this guy looks like he owns an authentic Necronomicon.
He was mad at YouTube for not enforcing their policy agreement, for not stopping people from bullying and harassing. So as the story is being projected...
I'm mad at the military for no longer enforcing the don't ask, don't tell policy.
This guy went to the fucking, what is it? The fucking To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen. This guy went to the Chris Hansen School of Talking Like an Asshole.
Yeah. He looks like he dresses up for Ren fairs.
I swear I didn't mean to write those bad checks.
Apparently, Carlos ran to Big Daddy YouTube and told them that Steven was being mean to him and that they should do something about it. There's nothing wrong with that. I see absolutely no reason why YouTube shouldn't enforce its policies. I mean, it is the one that created those policies.
But let me tell you something, guy talking like this. Using YouTube's policy when you insinuated that Steven Crowder was a homosexual and that the only joke was his penis, you have now also broken YouTube's policies. And if we wanted to, we could make sure you were also demonetized. See, it's these stupid idiots. They're so dumb. They think they're going to get off with impunity. They're not. It's not fucking stopping. YouTube wants everybody off except for a couple big hitters. That way they could sell HBO subscriptions. They want to be a TV platform, period. For as much as YouTube hates regular TV, you know how bad YouTube wants to have a channel on DirecTV right now? Of course they do. Of course they do.
Of course.
And Carlos Meza was simply using the tools that YouTube provided to him. Carlos, assumably, was using the tools provided.
Assumably is actually a word.
I assumably think you're wrong.
Assumably is
assumably
provided by the system to make the system a little bit better of a play.
Presumably is what he meant. Presumably
would be that's so not a word that it hurt my brain. Right? Is that? Do you ever have something that's just so not a word that you go, oh God, I got to go outside and just sit in the car for a minute. That really broke my brain.
Place. And there's nothing wrong with that. YouTube is a private industry. It's owned by Google.
I love somebody with a fucking USSR communist hat going, it's a private company, man. They're a private company, man. All of a sudden, communists are all about private companies.
It's not just the left, but the left's bad with it too.
Yeah.
I've learned that nobody has any moral or intellectual or ideological integrity. It's whatever. If Google rules in your ideological favor, everybody's all rah Google. It's a private company. If they're kicking the people off that you don't like or do like, then you're, oh my God, we need to. There is no there's no libertarian communists. There's no libertarian. No. What do you mean? Believe me, you lead me to believe that this guy's going to be a fucking a libertarian tanky. I don't think so.
That's not how it works.
It's not a public sphere. You, as an individual...
It is, though. See, it is a public sphere. That's how they act. That's how they advertise them. It is a public sphere. It is actually. And I think that's the argument that people are starting to make. It's like, this is the public sphere. If I go outside and start ranting about what I want to in the middle of the streets, people are going to fucking arrest me for disturbing the peace or start giving me money if I put a cup down and think I'm a crazy person. So yeah, it is a public sphere. That's how they treat themselves. That's how they do it. And YouTube, again, to point something out, they don't make money for Google, not even a little bit. They lose them $250 million a year. They're a propaganda wing. That's all it is. It's just to generate information on people. Do you know that the YouTube original shows that were just for people that had Google Plus or whatever, or YouTube Plus or whatever, Premium, YouTube Premium?
Yeah, they had. Yeah.
They're no longer. The next season of shows, like the next Karate Kid's going to be free for everybody to watch. Just if you don't have YouTube Premium, there's going to be ads that run on them. So they're going to make more money on that. And I think that's what's happening. They want to come up with their own original content. They want to actually be a legitimate competitor for Netflix. And they can't have naughty shit on there when they do it.
And they can deliver more ads to their own content and keep all their own money.
Correct. Because all their own money.
You notice too, and I noticed this. I was pointing it out on Nightwave the other night that whenever we got demonetized, all the other videos now that are still monetized, they have to squeeze in like 2 unskippable ads each video. Like they oversold these ads, and now they can't deliver them to as many videos. And now they're bombarding several videos with just a bunch of ads. So yeah, they're going to eventually push all the ads they sold onto YouTube created stuff, and then it's win-win. They get to keep 100% of it.
Yep, they keep it all there. You're absolutely right. It's a circle.
As a viewer can go to any video on YouTube, and you can use these same tools. If you think that somebody is harassing or bullying or being racist, then you can go into that little section and you can...
I think you're harassing and bullying Steven Crowder, though. I mean, that's what I think. Isn't that what he's just doing?
It almost feels like harassment.
It feels like feels like targeted harassment, right?
Targeted harassment.
Targeted harassment.
Look,
you moron.
I really don't like this guy, and I everything about him.
Oh yeah,
he talks like Dave Harris. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's got that kind of smarmy. Well, allow me to explain. Shut the fuck up.
Well, he has fingernails. But yeah, Adro Rat says somewhere Seven Dust is wondering where their bassist is.
It's a good reference.
Charge them for being a harasser or a bullier or a racist.
A bullier? This guy's
Those are the
not
tools that
a bullier, dude.
Putting words into
a
words.
bullier.
This guy's not good at structuring sentences.
This pseudo-intellectual crap probably makes me more mad than anything else on the internet. People who pretend to be smart, this guy, the Teddy Spaghettis of the world,
are provided by YouTube. But it's not the fault of the viewer that uses the tools that YouTube provides to make their experience a little bit more palatable, to make their time on this platform a little bit easier to handle. Anybody can use those same tools.
Dude, and he also had this, you know what's even worse? This wasn't just a live stream video. There's cuts. So this is him going, this is the best of what I had.
I nailed it. I think that this is the home run stuff.
This is like...
Can I just say one thing, though? A little constructive criticism. Could have used more star wipes.
You think so?
Yeah, when you see those pop up on the screen.
You really get people's attention. Get people's attention.
But it wasn't the people, it wasn't the viewers that made those tools. That was YouTube. That was Google. And being a private company under capitalism, YouTube and Google can choose to platform or deplatform anybody they so choose.
Why are you holding a pen? No, seriously.
Because I'm Bob Dole. No. Bringing that back.
He's doing stuff to try to make him look smart. He did the take the glasses off thing. Why are you holding a pen? You're doing a show. What are you going to write down?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
This seems like a guy who read a book on how to project confidence.
Oh, absolutely. The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People.
He's doing his YouTube video based on a book he read about how to have a good job interview.
I don't personally see any reason why I should ever platform a racist. I think that their views are terrible.
Bake the cake, bigot. That's why. Bake the cake, bigot. You can't deny them just because of their personal views, right? Bake the cake, bigot.
It's like an alternate universe Dave Martell.
Yeah. No, so you're right. You're absolutely right. I bet you he's also a pagan. He's just an atheist pagan. Or a fucking communist pagan.
No, he's one of those Wiccans.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
he's
really
a Wiccan
gay
sect,
ones.
yeah.
Bro, I've got these healing crystals that will fuck your world up.
Will they?
Terrible, disgusting,
horrible. Fuck your world up in that you'll use them on your children and they'll die.
They'll die instead of vaccinating
and then your
them.
world will be fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's not my brand. I don't like to give a voice to people that are trying to take other people's voices away. I'm not going to give someone that is actively calling for a genocide the ability to use my channel to call for that genocide.
I'm sorry, but what Milquetoast Crowder episodes is he watching that Crowder is calling for genocide?
I don't know. I think they should all be killed. Just rounded up into camps and just murdered. I feel like that would be a great...
They just cut them. And they cut, yeah.
It would be amazing. Alt-right Crowder.
Yeah, but you're talking about Crowder. The guy's fucking milquetoast nothing, and that's the problem. If you're going after this fucking hee-haw boomer pandering Crowder bullshit, if you're gonna go after Mr. Dreamcatcher material, I mean, this guy, by the way, owns a Dreamcatcher legitimately.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. This guy owns several
He
Dreamcatchers.
also probably owns a Dreamcast.
You're right. He does. It was actually the best system.
It really
was the best.
Besides the GameCube, but
Yeah.
try finding one of those.
Yeah, good luck. So it's just Dreamcast.
500.
Anyway, want to play Sonic Adventure?
Nobody wants to play that.
Okay.
If I own a theater, you don't get to just come to my theater, stand up on stage, and talk about anything you feel
You
like.
don't look like a man who owns buildings.
Yes, or any property,
Or
really.
a property that the buildings
Right.
stand on.
You don't look like somebody who owns a car. So I'm really not going to take your advice here, pal.
It's my theater. I get to choose who's on stage. And if you don't like that...
So if I owned a theater and I didn't want to let blacks on stage, that would be perfectly fine and nobody would tell me anything, right? You see, you fucking idiot. This whole argument's always broken down quick. Try to be a theater and not let black people on there. And the Grand Ole Opry doesn't count because they're grandfathered in.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
What? Don't. No. Bill Burr's wife's going to be mad.
Oh, somebody never watched World Class Championship Wrestling before.
Okay, good point. Good point. That's a very good point. That's a very good reference. So anyway, this re-education guy's a fucking moron. I mean, we're going to keep an eye on him, obviously. But it's this been going around and it hasn't been going around in a positive way, by the way. It's only been people like somebody say, "Get a load of this guy," or "Fucking look at this tough guy."
Listen here, I like this wind down talk. And that's the problem with the Steven Crowder type. These people are just... I love when these new assembly line YouTubers try to just come out. You just suddenly have like 25,000 subs and they're just like, hi, I'm a viral guy. And you're like,
who?
What Operation Mockingbird shit is this? Get out of here.
$3 from Lisa out of about 1,700 graduates on Saturday. My number in line to get my bachelor's degree had to be 444. And the first thing I did was take a pic and tag you guys on Twitter. That was fate. Salute ROTC. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I saw that. It was fate. And congratulations. Let's do...
Don't tell me what to do.
You're right. I know you know this because you actually had the inside lead on this, but...
On Twitter, but O.J. Simpson isn't wasting any time messaging his followers. He says he wants to set the record straight about whether or not he's Khloe Kardashian's father.
But never. And
I'm sorry, OJ. I know we pause a lot, but I'm sorry. You think that's the big question people
It's a
are
big
wondering?
question on everybody's mind.
You think the big question is, is OJ Simpson?
Hey, dude. Hey, I got to know. Did you do it? What? Father Khloe Kardashian? No, man.
No, that's not what everybody's...
Forget it, dude.
That's not in everybody's mind, OJ.
Forget it.
Stress. Never in any way, shape, or form had I ever had any interest in Chris romantically or sexually, and I never got any indication that she had any interest in me. So all of these stories are just bogus.
Knowing the Kardashian family, there's a pretty good chance she had an interest in you, OJ. They have a type.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that.
They have a type. Athletes.
Bad, tasteless.
OJ posted one of his very first videos just in time for Father's Day. He said
Thank
he's
God.
proud of all the kids, just how Rob Kardashian would be if he were here. But he makes it clear Khloe isn't his daughter. OJ and his ex-wife Nicole were close friends with Rob and Chris back in the day, and rumors about alleged affairs have surfaced for years. So far, Khloe and Chris have not responded to the comments.
And he chose to do it on Father's Day. Wow. All right.
What about the him, like killing people thing? Is that really the big news? So he also posted this, which I thought was hilarious.
He's been posting a lot of vids. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about it.
This looked like Black Anthony Cumia video right here. Check this out.
Hey, Twitter world. For years, people have been able to say whatever they want to say about me with no accountability.
And now, I'm gonna kill y'all.
What?
I'm making a list right now of people who were talking cash money shit on the internet, and I'm gonna come to each and one of y'all's house, and you're gonna get a visit from the juice.
Eminem's Guess Who's Back starts playing at the end of the video.
It's actually Eminem in the background.
Just hopping around.
Playing golf together.
But now I get to challenge a lot of that BS and set the record straight. More importantly, I'll be able to talk about everything, especially sports, fantasy football, and even politics.
Could you talk about the is he going to talk about the thing though?
He already said the Kardashian. He never had an affair with Kardashian. He said that already. What are you talking about? Is there something I'm missing?
Well, I don't know if you remember, but
Oh no, Mike! He didn't steal those fucking memorabilia.
I
They
was gonna
stole
say,
it from
this
him.
man's a criminal, and he clearly did that. So that's
Th-
I don't want
that's
anything. I'm not going to deal with a thief.
No, you can't have that in your life.
No respect for a thief.
No.
But for now, let me just say to my fellow fathers out there, happy Father's Day, and God bless. Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, coming soon to Twitter, you'll get to read all my thoughts.
I can't wait to see his Mother's Day video. That's going to be it.
Hi to all the moms out there.
Thoughts and opinions on just about everything. Now, there's a lot of fake OJ accounts out there, so this one, at the real OJ32, is the only official one. So this should be a lot of fun. I got a little getting even to do. So God bless.
He's got a little getting even to do.
Yeah, he's good. What I said, look, O.J. Simpson is coming to murder all of you.
Oh, Freeze just said he's the next edition of Compound Media.
Is there any? I mean, look, I'm just saying, maybe my tinfoil hat's on, but is it a coincidence that O.J. Simpson returns to social media the same weekend that Dead by Daylight has double blood points?
Oh no, it's
double blood point, bloodlust weekend. Bah, bah, bah.
No, you're right.
Connect the dots, folks.
You're right.
Take care.
Yeah. So, I mean, how long do you think Twitter's going to let that channel stay up? You think they're going to pop him? I mean, I guess if he doesn't break terms of service, they can't, right? Because he was found not guilty. So
He can't.
What would they? What are they going to do to him?
What reason do they have to kick O.J. Simpson off?
I can't think of one.
There is no terms of service that he broke.
He didn't break one. No, you're right. So O.J. Simpson's going to stay. You think he'll get verified? He should have to get verified. Why not?
I hope he ends up being like. I hope he ends up getting super based.
Probably already is.
But it would be great if he got like super based.
He shows up with a MAGA hat on.
I'll tell you who got the richest off that whole murder was
Oh,
the you
no.
know what's. The lawyer
no.
types. That's all I'm saying.
He starts JQ and hard.
Him and Elon Musk start like adding each other.
Who do you think controls the media?
That was one of the funniest trolls ever, by the way. That was one of the most genius chess moves Elon Musk ever made, was saying about who controls the media. Saying something about the people that control the media, and then a bunch of Bergs and Steens started yelling at him, like, what do you mean by that? And we're like, I didn't mean anything by
I mean,
that.
what
What are you talking about?
It really was a nice little bait where it's like, why are you freaking out?
Just look at my replies. That'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, one more quick thing before we end out, because I know you were a big fan of Green Day, and I think I found the best cover of Jesus of Suburbia, and I think you're gonna like it. No, this isn't Louis J. Gomez.
Oh my God!
It looks like him, but it's not.
Dude, first of all, we're doing a fucking skank fest, and we had to move Milo now, dude. It's fucking crazy.
So check out. This is a really good cover. You're gonna love it.
None of the above, on a steady diet of soda pop and real, and no one ever died for my sins in hell. As far as I can tell, it's the ones I got away
Those
with.
are some chompers, kiddo.
He has teeth like Jaws, like they're growing. They're growing in lines.
Yeah, no, he has teeth like Jaws, as in the James Bond henchman.
Oh, fucking crazy! Yeah, metal jaw on the bottom.
And there's nothing wrong with me. This is how I.
Does he have more than one row of teeth in the bottom?
Yes, what I'm saying, like a shark.
It's
like a shark. He has rows of teeth.
That's very bizarre.
It's very weird.
It'll let them make believe, but don't believe in me.
It's really good, right? He's a really good singer.
Those teeth
are awesome.
Are horrendous.
They look really good. His teeth look like the UPN logo.
His teeth look like healing crystals.
Get my television facts Sitting on my crucifix, the living room, on my private room, while the moms and brothers.
His teeth look like the keys on an organ in a church that burned down.
You're right.
To fall in love and fall in debt.
Argato says his teeth look like a football play. That's very funny.
Yeah, when you're picking them in Madden right before you.
Alcohol and cigarettes and Mary Jane.
Oh, you're cool, man. Remember when you were a kid and you thought stuff was so cool?
Yeah, it was. This kid's really cool.
And to be honest, this is from like our high school years too, and this is like that kind of like those lyrics. Yeah, man.
Your away message would always be lyrics, like on AIM. Oh, yeah, you know it was. You would pick your favorite fucking song, and that would be your away message.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. What band did you use?
Oh, so many.
But like, what's the
Probably
worst?
Alkaline Trio. Most
Alkaline Trio. That's a good one. That's a good one. $3.50 from Haterade. I didn't say anything. Just donated. The studio. You guys can suck my dick's clit. Okay. I mean, I guess I don't know what that means.
Oh, can I dunk on some people out there?
Yes,
that have been
please.
People have been talking cash money shit towards me about this fucking buying all this Ripple. Fucking Ripple. Just acquired 10% of MoneyGram today. Bitches. So now, every time these fucking Mexicans and these poor people have to send money to each other for bail money, Daddy's getting a piece.
Nightwave tonight?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nightwave tonight, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Daywave Radio. That's my show. YouTube.com/Daywave or DLive.tv/Daywave. That's the two places you can find it. Thank you to everybody who are on DLive. You guys are the best. I shall be opening the chest forth hence for you guys. Did I do that right? I was watching that guy's video using big words. I also want to plug, of course, very important, support David's fight against cancer, 19 years old, testicular, stomach, and bladder cancer, had no health insurance. Anything you guys could give would be amazing. He's fighting really hard, and he's a cousin of Swally and T.S. Moose, who have been longtime supporters since the OG days. So there's the link there. It's also in the description of the DLive and the description of the YouTube video. Thank you guys for listening. We will be back tomorrow. Revenge of the Sis.